My name is Stephanie, and
I'm Alex.
this is my assistant Alex. We are here at Flow Lab, and today we are going to be spending an hour doing slow flow. I missed all of my slow flow students in the community, but we're gonna be here together via YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose, please. Go ahead and draw your big toes together at the back of your mat and crawl your knees out wide. Slowly reach your tailbone back towards your heels and then lower your heart. Let it melt down towards the mat while you crawl your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. Once you have found your shape, settle in. Take a few minutes at the start of your hour to just let your breath take over. Let it be the most important thing in this room, whatever room that may be. Hopefully you can lock the door and turn on some soft music. A few more rounds of breath here. With every breath out, see if you can settle in to your shape. Maybe pull your hips a little closer back towards your heels, or crawl your fingertips forward towards the top edge of your mat, your space. If you have the flexibility, maybe roll your forehead on the mat side to side a few times. On your next inhale, press up to a tabletop. So spread your fingers wide, stack your shoulders over your wrist creases, your hips over your knees. Take an inhale, lower your belly towards the earth, lift your chin. Exhale, press and round your spine like an angry cat and take your chin to your chest. Now let your breath take over. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat, press and round. A few more just like this, team. And then you be in charge of your body here. What else do you need? I know when I take these classes, I like to get into my side waist, maybe take my hips side to side, that feels good. Sometimes reaching my hips back towards my heels again feels nice. Play around here. Move with your breath. Take 2 more cycles of breath, whatever you're doing at your own pace. And then meet me in a tabletop with a neutral spine. Once you've found that neutral tabletop, sweep your right arm high to the sky, deep breath in. Thread the needle as you breathe out. Take your arm through and then draw your right shoulder blade and your right ear towards the earth. If you want more here, you can take your left arm and crawl it out forward or bring it back behind you. Whatever you're doing, make sure that your hips are pressing evenly back and you're not drawing your left hip crease forward. Try to keep those pressing back equally. One more breath in. One more breath out. Press your left hand into the mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm high. Exhale, release. Other side, left hand high, breathe in. Thread the needle as you breathe out. Lower your left shoulder, your left ear, and then same options here with your right arm. You can crawl it forward. You can deepen the stretch by bringing it back behind you to your low back. Make sure hips are pressing evenly back. Maybe you roll out your wrists like my handsome assistant is doing. There's really no wrong answers. If you're moving and breathing, team, you're doing it right. Okay, return your right hand to the mat. Inhale, sweep your left hand high. Exhale, release. Take it down. Okay, tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. So lift your hips up and back. Press down through each knuckle. And then lower your heels towards the earth. I'm gonna talk and point. No pressure, Alex. If bending your knees here helps you achieve a better direction, a better point up and back with your tailbone, by all means bend your knees. Your heels never have to touch the earth. Take a few pedals with your legs, pedal them out, so bend into one knee and then the other, but I'm gonna touch them because we're married and living together. Keep your hips up and back. Let your head be loose. There you go, okay. All right, team, listen. Inhale, shift forward, find high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Deep breath in. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. We're gonna do this 3 more times. I want you to move with your breath. So if you are going slower than me, awesome. Inhale, high plank. Use your full exhale, slow motion, push it back to downward facing dog. Again, inhale, high plank. Keep your core engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, high plank, breathe in. Slow and steady. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Okay, we're gonna come to high plank one more time, and then shift forward onto our toes. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. From here, leave your feet hip-width distance apart, untuck your toes, walk your fingertips back towards your lower set of ribs, and then inhale, lift your heart. Press your feet into the earth. Light through your fingertips. I want you using your low back to lift, not pushing down to your hands. One more breath in. Exhale, take your chin down and let it go. We're gonna do that 2 more times with our breath. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, inhale, high plank, push up, strong core. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, empty out your lungs and travel forward, feet to hands. I want your feet hip-width distance apart, bend your knees a lot. We're coming into ragdoll here. Lower your chest onto your thighs, and then capture opposite elbow with your opposite hand. Once you have found that connection, let go. Alex, can you step your feet a little bit wider? Yes. So hip-width distance apart, team, is about 2 fists in between your big toes. Yeah, definitely measure if you haven't done that before, because a lot of us take our feet wider or more narrower than they should be. So deep bend in your knees. You can rock, sway side to side, looking to open up space here in your low back. Nice now. One more breath in. Release your hands to the earth as you breathe out. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. I'm looking to see a nice flat spine here, so I'm gonna mirror you. I see a lot of like rounding in class when we're all together. Make sure you are reaching your heart forward, finding a flat spine. Nice, take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time. As you inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Arms to the sky. Wrap your triceps in, so your pinkies should be turning in just a little bit. Draw your shoulders down out of your ears. Take a deep breath in. Capture your left wrist with your right hand. Lift it up and over for a side body stretch as you breathe out. Press your hips to the left, and then make sure you've got shoulders squaring forward. So we're not tilting forward or back. You want one shoulder kind of in the same plane as the other. Equal weight in your feet. Inhale back to center mountain. Exhale, switch your grip and take it to the other side. Looking to open up space through your right side body here again. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center, slight bend in your knees, hinge at your hips. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Plant your palms, step back to a high plank, shift forward. Lower halfway down, elbows close to your sides, bodies. Enjoy holding that. Up dog, breathe in, flip your feet, lift your heart. Thought you'd be fancy, paying for it. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I'm gonna walk through that just one time, because I think putting a video on the internet, you should demo what you're doing, especially if you're gonna do it a lot. So I'm gonna turn to the side. Al, you can stay in down dog, or you can do this with me. It might be kind of nice. Help me demo. We're not jumping back in slow flow, buddy. All right, so halfway lift right here. Just step forward, just get there. There you go, halfway lift. Breathe in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. So you're gonna plant your palms right underneath your shoulders. Step back to a high plank. From here, if you don't wanna do any of this, you just hold high plank and wait. If you're coming with me to Chaturanga, shift forward onto your toes so your shoulders are in front of your fingertips. Then you lower halfway down, just halfway, okay? Right here, in up dog. Keep your core engaged, flip your feet, lift your heart, breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out, push it back. Okay, we do a ton of those in yoga, and what happens is that people forget to shift forward. When they come down, they're all out of whack and things aren't lining up. You want to make sure to find that shift so that when you come forward and lower halfway down, everything is still stacked. Cool? All right, if it's not cool, just hold high plank. You'll get there. Okay, let's go through that a few more times. We're going to match our breath with our movement. Find a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, feet to hands. Halfway lift, breathe in, use your breath. Fold, breathe out. Inhale, rise, mountain, bring it up. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch your grip and take it to the left. Breathe in, mountain. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Shift forward, lower halfway down. Up dog, breathe in, flip your feet, lift your heart, thighs, stay off the mat if you can. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Good, again, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale, rise, mountain. Exhale, stretch to the right. Mountain, breathe in. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale one more time. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. You got it, buddy. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Mountain, inhale. Listen straight back down, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, deep breath in. Down dog, deep breath out. Okay, let's move on. Inhale, sweep your right heel high. Exhale, step forward, step through your palms, find a low lunge. All 10 toes face forward here. Your left leg, your back leg, fire it up. It should be active. Lift through your back hamstring, okay? Awesome, team. Now, warrior one, spin your back heel down and slowly rise. We are facing forward. I want a deep bend in your front knee. I'm gonna break this down while Alex holds and breathes. Good job, babe. Okay, you are going to be pushing through the outside edge of your back foot. Yeah, lift through the inner arch of that same back foot. Doing that helps you square your left hip forward. Warrior one is a square hip posture. That means both hips are facing forward. It's tough, mine aren't even there yet, but it's something to work at. Good, nice deep bend in your front knee. There it is. Wrap your triceps in. Okay, take a deep breath in. Lean and fly as you breathe out. So just hinge forward just enough that your torso is in the same line as your back leg. Nice, inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, low lunge, hands down, all 10 toes face forward. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left leg high, inhale. Step forward, low lunge, exhale. Take a second to set it up. Make sure your front knee is stacked over your front ankle and your back leg is turned on. Warrior one, spin your back heel down, inhale, lift. Nice, you guys keep driving through the back edge of that right foot. See my hips? They're not square, but I'm working on it. I like to take my hands to my hips in class when I'm getting into this shape, just to make sure I'm sort of doing the best I can, right? Deep breath in. How are you doing? Best you can. There you go. Deep breath out, lean and fly, hinge and reach. Be active through your fingertips. Palms should be facing down. Lead with your heart. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, low lunge, hands down. Step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember to shift forward. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Okay, we're gonna do that same thing. This time we're gonna flow. One breath, one movement. Right heel high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Warrior one, inhale. Lean and fly, exhale. Warrior one, breathe in. Listen, you're gonna ride this exhale all the way through chaturanga, right? Exhale, chaturanga. Hands down, step back to high plank, shift forward, lower halfway down. Nice, you guys. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Left heel high, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Warrior one, breathe in. Lean and fly, breathe out. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Again, right heel high, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Just warming up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lean and fly, that's the word. Warrior one, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. How you doing, babe?
Good.
Great. Up dog, inhale.
It's a tough one.
Down dog, exhale. Left heel high, breath in. Last time. Low lunge, breath out. Inhale, warrior one, we rise. Exhale, lean and fly. Back to warrior one, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, take a second in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. I got you. Okay, we're in a down dog. Don't look at Alex. Inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. Actually, you're demonstrating something really important. Take a break if you need it. Grab water. There's no rules. Just keep going. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. You ready?
I'm ready.
Inhale, scoop your right heel high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Shift forward, make that connection. Get it up there. See if you can get your knee above your elbow. Use your core. You're in a high plank. Heart forward. Inhale, right heel high. Good job. Exhale, low lunge. Rise, warrior one. Breathe in. Lean and fly. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two. So you're going to open, face towards the left side of whatever room you're in. Make sure that your front toes are forward and your knee is stepped right over your front ankle. You're looking good, babe. Push your back heel away from you. So your back toes are at an angle to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Alice, can you pull your shoulders back just a touch so they're stacked over your, yeah, there it is, over your hips. Nice work. Draw your shoulders down your spine. Okay, beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Extended side angle as you breathe out. You're gonna reach forward. Find length through your lower rib cage before you move your arms. So I'm not concerned that you guys touch the floor. It looks cool when people can do it. But when I touch the floor, I'm curling and rounding into my rib cage here and really not getting the benefit of this posture, which is finding length through your low side body. Cool. All right. Stay low in your front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Lift. Up and back with your right arm. Lift up out of this front hip crease, but keep your top shoulder out of your ear. So we're not hunching it up, trying to reach the sky. Nice job, babe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge as you breathe out. Fingertips towards the earth. All 10 toes forward. Inhale, rocket ship. So you're gonna lift your torso. Legs don't change. Arms, biceps by your ears. Be active through your fingers. Pretend you're squeezing a block. Yeah, there it is. One line. of energy from the top of your fingertips to the back of your heel. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, chair plane, step forward, big toes together to touch. Reach your arms behind you. You got it. Sit low. So most of your weight should be in your heels here. Sit back and down. You got it, team. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Take your time. Arms to the sky. So flex your left foot. Make sure your left ankle is right underneath that knee. And then if you're hiking your left hip up, draw it down so it's even with your right, okay? Deep breath in here. Exhale, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, hands to your heart, sit back and down. Press your hands together. Keep your left foot flexed. Pull your core in. Nice, team. Inhale, chair. Put your left foot down. Sit low, arms out, biceps by your ears. Okay, so for chair, see how far forward my knees are? I can't really see my toes, that's a problem. I need to pull my shins back, work on sitting my hips back and down just a little bit more. All 10 of my toes should be visible to me, okay? From here, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, or go straight to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left heel high. Engage your core. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Oh, get it, you got it. Nice work, hearts forward. Left heel high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. So if you don't land exactly where you want with that left foot or whatever foot you're bringing forward, just take time, take a second, get it in the right spot, okay? You're at home, we can wait for you. This is a warrior one. Woo, there it is. I'm getting too fancy with my words, I'm forgetting my sequence. All right, team, warrior one. Nice job, you got it? Thanks, good looking out, deep breath in. Lean and fly, breath out. Inhale, warrior two. Spin open, you got it. So find your feet. Left toes need to be pointing straight forward. Push your back heel away from you. Shoulders over your hips. Good job. Look over your front fingertips. Take a breath in. Extended side angle, hinge, 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 reach. And then exhale, you got it. Can you use your front arm? Press it into your front thighs, leverage to help you pull your chest open just a little bit more. Find a little bit more length, a little bit more rotation. Stay low in your front knee and inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm comes up and back like you're gonna high five that back wall. Find some length and some space through your left front rib cage. Deep breath in. Hands to the mat, low lunge as you breathe out. Inhale, rocket ship, we rise. Use your core to lift. You got it, babe. Arms by your ears, active through your fingertips. Take a breath in. Chair plane as you breathe out. Step forward, sit low, reach behind you. So instead of just letting our arms hang out behind us, think about maybe pulling your pinkies closer towards one another. Yes, I can see how fired up your back is right now. Good job, babe. Sit a little lower. Awesome. Right knee lifts, one-legged mountain, breathe in. So take your time with the balancing stuff, right? If it doesn't always work on the first attempt, it's okay. We got time. Flex your right foot. Lower your right hip in space. Deep breath in. Figure four as you breathe out. Cross it over, sit it back and down. So keep flexing your right foot. Keep your chest sort of lifted, right? We're not hunching over our legs. Sit low. Trust your left foot, it's gotcha. Inhale, chair, both feet down, sit low, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. You guys are doing great. Down dog, exhale. You're doing great, Al. Okay, team, we are going to flow that one breath, one movement. You know the drill. Trust your bodies. If you need to go slower than I'm going, that is okay. You can press pause, right? It's a video. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Right heel high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lean and fly. Warrior two, breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out. Reverse, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Rocket ship, breathe in. Chair plane, breathe out. Inhale, left knee lifts, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Chair, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, deep breath in. Down dog, deep breath out. Left heel high, inhale. Left knee, left tricep, get it up there, exhale. Left heel high, breath in. Low lunge, breath out. Warrior one, rise, inhale. Lean and fly, exhale. Warrior two, breath in. Extended side angle, breath out. Reverse, lift, reach, inhale. Low lunge, exhale, take it down. Rocket ship, deep breath in. Chair plane, step forward, deep breath out. Inhale, right knee lifts, one-legged mountain. Keep that foot flexed. Exhale, figure four. Sit it back, sit it down. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We're gonna go again. Right heel high, breathe in. You got this. Right knee, right tricep, breathe out. Right heel high, breath in. Low lunge, breath out. Warrior one, inhale. Lean and fly, exhale. Warrior two, breath in. Extended side angle, breath out. Reverse, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Here comes everyone's favorite, rocket ship, breathe in. Chair, plane, breathe out. Trust your legs. Left knee lifts, one-legged mountain, breathe in. Figure four, breathe out. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lifting, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Last time through, you got it, babe. Inhale, left heel high. Left knee, left tricep, exhale. Left heel high, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Warrior one, inhale. Lean and fly, exhale. Warrior two, breath in. Extended side ankle, breath out. Reverse, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Breathe in, rocket ship. Breathe out, chair plane. Right knee lifts, one-legged mountain, inhale. Figure four, exhale, sit low. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Remember, you can always go straight to downward facing dog if you're not feeling the chaturangas. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Okay, stay in down dog for a minute. You are so bad at following directions. Stay in down dog for a minute while I chat. Okay. I'll be in down dog. I just want you to do some breathing, okay? Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let out some of the heat that you built up. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let go. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. You're gonna hold it here for 10. Press the earth away. Heart forward, booty low. 6, 5, 4, down dogging 3, 2, you've got it. 1, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, come all the way through to a seat. Grab water, wipe sweat, do what you gotta do. You guys are amazing. We're gonna do a little bit of core. So we're gonna warm up our core, kind of create that stability, that heat before we start twisting, doing any more balancing. Okay, I'm gonna turn and face you, so not everyone gets a butt shot. We're gonna start with our low backs down, hands behind our head. Just a simple crunch. So lift your feet, shin should be parallel to the earth, feet flexed, elbows wide. And then before we start, let's make sure we're not yanking our forehead towards our knees, okay? That's hard on our neck. So instead, just think lifting your heart straight up to the sky. You have to engage your core to do that, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, lower, lift, lower, elbows wide, chest up. Keep your low back down best you can. Here for 8. Lift, 7. 6, I like creating my own beat. 5. Lift 4. Elbows wide, 3. You got it, 2. And 1, yogi bicycles. Let's go. Twist. So shoulders are up, elbows are still wide, and you are thinking about bringing your shoulder towards your knee. So turning, twisting through your core, slow and steady. Yeah, you died, it's okay. So team, your knees are gonna stop in line with your hips because you're trying to bring your core, or bring your elbows to your knees, okay? I'll keep going, you rest, babe, twist. At home, you do not rest, you keep going. 8. Twist 7, flex your feet, maybe you can tap them on the earth. 5, come on now. 4, you got it. 3, 2 straight legs and 2. 1 and 1. Okay, take 2 straight legs up. Take your hands down, loosely on the mat, and then you're going to lift and lower your tailbone just a little bit. So it's a really gentle movement here. We're not swinging, right? I don't want to see legs swinging. It's just a lift and a lower. You're using your lower abs, your core to lift. Totally okay if your tailbone doesn't actually get off the earth here. Just trying is engaging the muscles that I want you to engage. How you doing, babe?
Help.
Help. How about 4? 3, 2, 1. Okay, pull your knees into your chest. You're gonna rock up to a boat pose. I'm gonna turn back forward. Let's start with our feet, heels, these things on the floor. Grab behind your thighs, lift your heart. Use that connection of your hands and your legs to find a nice long and lifted spine. So if you're rounding, Alex, show me rounding. Oh, sad boat. Okay, lift your heart. There we go. Core engaged. I want a nice flat spine here. Hold. Maybe you can take your hands off and keep your core lifted or your chest lifted. Maybe you can start to lift your shins parallel to the earth. If lifting, you're like, nope, good. If lifting causes you to round, put your heels back down, okay? 4. Low boat in 3. You got it. We're gonna come down in 2 and 1. Hands to your heart. Shoulders and heels are still hovering, team. Take your gaze at the ceiling above you. Low backs down. Heels up, shoulders up. Use your core. 8, 7, up to boat in 6. You got this, Alex. 5, I'm watching. 4, breathe. 3, you have to breathe. 2, 1, bring it up. Boat, yeah. 8, 7, hard up. 6, 5, you thought this would be easy. 4, 3, 2, 1, low boat. 8, come on. 7, 6, 5, done after this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees in. Woo! Rock and roll up to a seat. I'm going to demonstrate crow. You're gonna help me show it off later. But in slow flow, we do crow. And that's our inversion, and it's fun and it's good practice. So if you are a crow person at home, just jump right into it, but I'm gonna walk through it sideways here. So hands are gonna be nice and spread, right? Fingers spread. Give yourself a wide base. Wrists directly underneath your shoulders. Your feet are gonna be about a foot behind your wrists. Your gaze is gonna be way out in front here and in the middle of your hands. So you're making a triangle with the top of your gaze and your hands. From here, Lift your heels and place your knees somewhere on the backs of your arms. I can get mine pretty high. It's okay if yours are not up there. Just do your best. From here, are you going yet? Okay, good. From here, you're gonna start to shift forward and put more weight forward onto your hands instead of your feet. This is crow, awesome to stay here. If you want to lift, right? Feeling good in your crow today, maybe you lift your heels up and in together, draw them up towards your butt. Okay, that's crow. You wanna give it a go then? Okay, let me talk you through it so our friends at home can do it too. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Feet should be directly behind your wrists, about a foot back. Where's your gaze? How about, yep, right at the spot at the top of your mat. All right, lift your heels. Put your knees somewhere on the backs of your arms. Launch. Yeah, buddy. Engage your core. Sweet, dude. Look at that. I'm so proud of you. You can hold it for as long as you want. Good work. Good. Nice job, friends at home. All right, let's come into a child's pose for a second. Because crow inversions get our heart racing, I would like to bring it back down. So find that child's pose, toes together, knees wide. Couple of rounds of breath, right here. If your crow is not where you want it to be yet, know that it's not really the most important thing you're doing here in this hour. It's just for fun. It is something to show off for me to my kids so they think I'm cool. Yoga is about moving, breathing, not crow. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out, let it go. Inhale, press up to a tabletop. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel feet to hands, come to the top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Okay, remember in chair, our weight, most of our weight is in our heels. Our knees are stacked over our ankles best we can, but never in front of our toes here. Sit back and down, take a deep breath in. Vertical twist to your right as you breathe out. So you're gonna reach your right arm behind you, or I like to take it to the low back. That feels better in my body, almost always. Alex, our little rock star here, is gonna reach back. But you wanna make sure that your hips, there we go, are still facing forward and your left hip isn't jutting in front. You got it, okay? Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, flying crescent lunge, step your left foot back. Reach your arms behind you. So your left heel, your back heel is lifted. Lift that back heel, you got it, babe. Left leg is straight and active. Awesome. Inhale, crescent lunge, just lift your chest, lift your heart. Nice team. So I want square hips to the front best you can. So think about drawing your right hip crease back, wrapping your left hip forward and down. Awesome, you got it. Take a deep breath in. Vertical twist to your right as you breathe out. So make sure the twist is happening through your torso, so hips are still pointing forward. The twist through your chest, you got it. Okay, hands to your heart, breathe in. Revolved crescent lunge as you breathe out. You're gonna hinge forward and then hook. Oh, it's your favorite. Hook your left elbow onto the outside edge. So Alex is gonna take this modified. He's gonna lower his back knee to the earth and focus just on the twist, because this is a hard posture for him. It's hard for a lot of people. You got it. So while you're here, think about pressing and stacking top elbow onto palms, palms right over your bottom elbow, and then take your gaze over your right shoulder. You got it. You're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's come into a low lunge, fingertips to the earth. Bring your left knee down, and then walk your right foot up and out. We're coming into runner's lunge team. So hands can be right underneath your shoulders. Make sure your front ankle is forward of your front knee, okay? Protect your knee. Alex, walk your front ankle towards me a little bit. Nice. Options here for runner's lunge. You can stay right here. Feel that nice stretch through your left hip flexor. If you have this space, the flexibility, and want to come down to your forearms, that is awesome too. If you want to take your right hand and use it to gently press your right knee forward or to the side, go for it. Or if you've got tight quads, there's a lot of options here, I know. You can stay wherever you want. Reach your right hand back, capture the outside, the pinky side edge of your left foot, and then press into your palm with your foot. Let your top shoulder surrender. Wherever you want to be is great. Just find it. Once you're there, breathe. One more deep breath in. If you have a bind, release it. Take both hands to the mat under your shoulder as you breathe out. Okay, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the earth, and then toe heel your front foot back to center for a low lunge. How are we doing, team? How are we doing now?
Great.
Great. Cool. All right, inhale, cow. Bend both of your knees. Lift your heart, fingertips light on the earth. Exhale, step to a forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer twist to your right. Take your hands to your heart. Sit back and down, hinge forward. As you exhale, when your lungs are empty, this will be easier. Get into that little chair, that little prayer twist. Beautiful. Look down. Make sure that your left knee isn't popping way forward. If it is, it's kind of a sign that your hips are doing the same thing, and you need to think about drawing your left hip crease back. Can you get your hips a little bit lower than your heart? Nice. For 3. Forward fold in 2. And 1. Forward fold. Okay, toe heel your feet out to hip width distance. Take your fingers or your palms to the hands to the floor, palms face up, and then walk them underneath your feet. So your toes could tickle your wrists. Let your head go. Just be here. Breathe. Your knees can totally be bent, team. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Take your hands out from under your feet. Roll out your wrists. And then toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, chair. What do you say we do the other side?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, exhale, vertical twist to the left. Remember, you can always take your left hand to your low back instead of reaching it behind you. The reach behind is really just to help deepen your twist. And if that doesn't help you, but instead hurts or feels bad in your body, it's not really necessary. Sit low, weight in your heels, twist through your core. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, flying crescent lunge, step your right leg back. Okay, set this up, all 10 toes forward. Be actively reaching through your back fingertips and then lead with your heart. Make sure you're not hunching, rounding, bringing it too far forward. You look great. Inhale, crescent lunge, sweep your arms up, lift your heart. Nice, team. Deep bend in your front knee. Make sure it's stacked over your front ankle. Wrap your left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. Active through your fingertips. Take a breath in. Vertical twist to your left as you breathe out. You got it. Just be here in this shape and breathe. Hands to heart center. Stay in your twist. Inhale. Revolved crescent lunge as you exhale. Alex, lower your right knee. So putting your back knee on the ground really lets you focus on the twist, which is the main point of this shape, right? It's not necessarily about balancing and twisting. If the balancing is making your twisting impossible or feel unsteady, go ahead and lower that back knee. So what's most important is that twist. Okay, bring your front knee forward a little bit. Yeah. All right, team, you're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring our hands forward and down. Find a low lunge. We're turning this into a runner's lunge. Okay. So right knee to the earth. Toe heel your left heel, foot up and out. Make sure that ankle's in front of your knee, and then anywhere you want to go with this. So find what you did on the first side. Okay. Maybe you stayed right here and just enjoyed this sweet, simple stretch. Maybe you brought it down. Maybe you press a knee open. Or find cat grabs its tail and reach for the outside edge of your back foot. Okay. If what you did on the first side doesn't feel so good on this side, that's okay. We're not symmetrical. Our bodies are not even from side to side. Find what works on this side. And then just breathe. A few more rounds of breath right here. If you have a bind, let it go. Let's return our hands to the mat underneath our shoulders. Inhale, tuck your back toes, lift your back leg, and then as you exhale, bring your front foot front and center. Let's find that low lunge. Okay, inhale, cow, bend your knees, lift your heart. Exhale, big step forward to a fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer twist to your left. Sit low. Hook that right elbow on the outside edge of your left knee or thigh. And then let that twist happen through your torso. Make sure your right hip crease is pulling back just as much as your left. Sit lower, you got it. Butt lower than your heart. Alex, pull your hip crease back. There it is. You know the one. For 3. Forward fold in 2. And 1. Let it go. Okay, pedal out your knees, your legs. And then take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Straighten everything out, reach your heart forward, straighten out your arms, deep breath in. Exhale, pull yourself in and down, let go. Can you let your head be heavy? Let your knees be bent if they need. Take a few moments here, find kindness for yourself, for what you're doing. It's not easy. Okay, let go of your toes. Let your hands on the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We're gonna meet in the downward facing dog, team. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale, sweep your right heel high. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge, bring it up. Let's do a little balancing. Exhale, lean and fly. So heart forward, arms behind you. Okay, this is a big move. Are you ready? We're gonna come into a one-legged mountain with our left knee, our back knee up. Inhale, one-legged mountain. If it's wobbly, if it takes a couple steps to get there, it's all good. Right here, flex your left toes. Deep breath in. Eagle on the left as you breathe out. Let's keep our legs as they are for the moment. Take your left elbow underneath your right. From here, you can bear hug yourself. Or if you want to take this deeper, you can wrap again at the elbows and take your palms together. Now lift your left leg up and over, cross it. Over your standing leg, you can use your left toes as a kickstand. You can let them hang, or you can wrap them around. Whatever you are doing, trust your right leg, your right foot. Sit low, squeeze your thighs together, lift your elbows to shoulder height. Everyone wobbles. And then press your forearms forward. Keep your core in. You're here for 3. Find mountain in 2. And 1, unwind, both feet down. Mountain, breathe in. Okay, we are coming to dancers on the left. So, take your left elbow to your left hip. You're gonna bend your left knee behind you. Reach back, capture the inside of your left foot. So your thumb and your big toe can touch each other, okay? Inside. Draw your left knee back to center so it's underneath your left hip. Inhale, find length forward with your right arm, with your heart. Exhale, start to kick into your backhand. You are kicking back with your leg and up. Lift your heart. Can you bring your left hip crease more towards the floor? You're here for 3. You got it, Owl. Find mountain in 2. And 1. Let go gently. Find mountain. Deep breath in. Awesome, you guys. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Okay, left heel high, breathe in. Step forward, low lunge, breathe out. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, lean and fly. One-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Slow and steady, you got it. Gorgeous. We're coming into eagle on the right. So wrap your right arm underneath your left. You can give yourself a bear hug or find that extra little twist here. And then right leg up and over. Left leg is your standing leg. Once you've found your shape, whatever variation it is, sit a little bit lower. You got it. Pull your core in, lift your chest, breathe. For 3. Unwind and find mountain in 2. Squeeze your thighs, you got it, babe. And 1, mountain. Way to show us that, we just try. We're human. Deep breath in. Okay, coming into dancers. Right elbow to your right hip. Reach back, capture the inside of your right foot. And drop back to center. Inhale, lift, find length through your heart, through your left fingertips. And then exhale, start to kick. Kick, kick, kick. You're kicking up and back. You are keeping that back bend, right? So your heart is still lifted. Left or right hip crease down. You're here for 3. Mountain in 2. Gently release, find mountain. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga or straight to down dog as you breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Find tabletop team, knees to the earth. How we doing? How you doing at home? You're great. All right, we're gonna come to standing on our knees. Adjust your outfit accordingly. Grab water, wipe sweat. Let's find camel. So hands to your low back, fingertips down. Yeah. So you're gonna wrap your elbows behind you, okay? Gently press your hips forward. If you have a block at home or something that's, about block size and you wanna put it in between your thighs, that's a really nice addition for this shape. Okay, gently press your hips forward, and then as you inhale, lift your heart up, take your gaze forward and up. Maybe you can take your gaze to the ceiling and then start to walk it behind you. Okay, make sure that this is a back bend that is happening where it needs to happen, and you can focus that by lifting your heart. Lift your heart. You got it. Little sips of air. You're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly on an inhale, start to bring your chest back up, and then exhale, hips to your heels. Take your hands to your thighs, face up or face down, and then gently round your spine to take your chin to your chest. I want you to close your eyes and take 5 deep rounds of breath here. Where can you let go? Where can you soften? Where can you be kind to yourself? 3 more rounds of breath. Take your time. Okay, so we're going to come onto So what I want you to do is just come on down. I'm gonna face you. We're gonna come into bridge pose. So walk your heels closer towards your butt cheeks. Like maybe you can tickle them with your fingertips. Think about keeping your knees in line with your hips. And then inhale, slowly start to lift your hips. Maybe you can lift chest up. Okay, think about taking your shins forward and also dragging your heels back towards your fingertips. So what happens in the way that I used to do this pose all the time was I would clench through my glutes, my butt cheeks. It's actually not what we're looking for. We want active quads and hamstrings, but let your butt cheeks go, okay? You got it, lift a little higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Pull your hips down and then pull your knees into your chest. From here, take the soles of your feet together, knees wide. For Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe you take a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, hand to your hips. Hands wherever you want them to be, it's all good, okay? Just breathe, let gravity be your friend here. Think about melting into your mat, your floor, whatever you happen to be on. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Draw your knees together, bring them into center, give them a squeeze, and then find happy baby. So capture insides, outside edges of your feet, maybe the backs of your thighs, whatever feels good. If you always grab the outside edges of your feet, maybe get crazy today and try the insides. See what'll happen. Okay, once you're in happy baby, your version, rock side to side. Try to keep the length of your spine on the earth. Happy babies, draw your knees in, and then lower them gently to the left. You might need to take your hips to the right just a little bit, and then knees to the left. You can take a hand to your right thigh to help you kind of intensify this twist. Bring your knees up to intensify. Take your arm, your right arm out, and then you can gaze to the right, or you can keep your gaze straight up. Find what feels good. Make sure that your right shoulder blade stays on the earth. If it is popping up, just as a sign that you need to pull out of your twist a little bit. Stay for a deep breath in. Stay for a deep breath out. Inhale, draw your knees to center. And then exhale, let's take it to the other side. Knees to the right. Nice work. Couple more rounds of breath. Work on letting go, finding softness, stillness. Take a deep breath in, pull everything in, knees to center, wrap your forearms around your knees, your shins. Take your forehead to your knees, one more breath in all together. Exhale to Shavasana. Let go. Take up space. Let your feet fall open. Let your eyes fall closed. Where can you find softness, stillness, ease? Know that we are all in this together. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. I encourage you to do so, especially now. Because what are you doing? We're all doing nothing. If you are ready to move on, start to wiggle fingers, toes, roll out wrists, ankles. And pull your knees into your chest. Slowly come onto your right side. And keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to a seat. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. I bring my hands to heart center. I inhale to third eye center. So much gratitude that I bow. Namaste. Thank you, friends.
I definitely.
Nice job, Al.